Thank you, Chairman Leahy and members of the Senate Judiciary Committee for inviting me to testify at this important hearing today. I want especially to thank my senator, Senator Feinstein, for introducing the Respect for Marriage Act. And I am honored and appreciate the opportunity to tell my story. My name is RonWallen. I'm 77 years old and I live in Indio, California. 4 months ago, Tom Carollo, my husband and partner of 58 years, died of leukemia. Tom and I first met back in 1953 when Tom was 23 and I was 19. And from the first day, we enjoyed a sense of togetherness which never weakened in both good times and bad. Tom suffered a massive heart attack in 1978. On doctor's orders, we changed our lives, which also resulted in diminished income for us both. And for the next 33 years, our very ordinary life was happily spent together, surrounded by friends and family until Tom's last illness. On June 24, 2008, we were among the lucky couples in California to stand before family and friends and legally marry the one person we loved above all others. It was a wonderful day, a day of pure joy. And as ingrained as our love for each other was, we were still surprised by the amount of emotion that came to us when the words, "I now pronounce you married for life," were spoken. Imagine, after 55 years together, the two of us were blubbering on our wedding day. But even on the day we vowed, in sickness and in health, we were already facing the worst, because Tom had been diagnosed with lymphoma, which later morphed into leukemia. Tom's illness was 4 years of pure hell, with more hospitalizations than I can count using both hands and feet. Not a month went by that I was not rushing him to the emergency room, but we were in it together. Tom didn't have leukemia. We had leukemia. And as rotten as those 4 years were, they were made easier because we had each other for comfort and love, and because we were married. Since Tom died on March 8th, I miss him terribly. And beyond the emptiness caused by the loss of the man I've spent my entire adult life with, my life has been thrown into financial turmoil because of DOMA. Like a lot of retirees, we took a big financial hit in the stock market these past couple of years. But between Tom's Social Security benefits of $1,850, his small private pension of $300, and my Social Security check, which was $900, we had a combined steady monthly income of $3,050, which kept a roof over our heads. The rest of our living expenses were covered by the income from our diminished investments. Not sumptuous, but enough. As you know, for married couples in this country, Social Security allows a widow or widower to either claim their own benefit or the benefit amount of their deceased spouse, whichever is highest. That survivor's benefit is often what allows the widow or widower to stay in their home at a very difficult time. But DOMA says that gay and lesbian married couples cannot get that same treatment. Therefore, my reliable income went from $3,050 down to $900 a month. The monthly mortgage on my home is $2,078. You don't have to be an accountant to see that from the day Tom passed, I have had to worry about how to pay that mortgage. That additional benefit would have done for me what it does for every other surviving spouse in America: ease the pain of the loss, help during a very difficult transition, and allow time to make decisions and plan for my future alone. Yet I could not depend on this benefit after 50 years with my spouse, simply because of DOMA. This is unfair. This is unjust. Many widows and widowers downsize and make adjustments after the loss of their spouse. Downsizing is one thing, but panic sale of a home which is underwater is quite another. After a lifetime of being a productive citizen, I am now facing financial chaos. Tom and I played by the rules as we pursued our own version of the American dream. We served our country, we paid our taxes, we volunteered, we maintained our home, we got married as soon as we were legally able to do so. And yet, as I face a future without my spouse, it is hard to accept that it is the federal government that is throwing me out of my own home. You can fix this problem by repealing DOMA. It's a discriminatory law against gay and lesbian couples who have assumed all the responsibilities of marriage. All we ask is to be treated fairly, just like other loving and committed married couples. I beg you to repeal this law and allow all married couples the same protections. Again, thank you for inviting me to testify today, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.